A huge tragedy has befallen the innocent people of the Swat region of Malakand division, a displacement the world can never forget. It is in the beautiful and once peaceful province of NWFP in Pakistan. This unfortunate event has inflicted the world with sadness and distress. This is when the people of this country had just begun to pave their way out from the previous natural disaster from the earthquake of late 2008, which crumbled the large community of Balochistan, and the 2007 floods, which destroyed their houses, lives, and infrastructure. This huge displacement has made barren the valley of Swat and the beautiful landscapes of Bunair and Dir. It has resulted in more than 1.3 million innocent people moving helplessly without any belongings from their native lands.
I'm sat here in the camp with one of the almost 1.3 million affected people. This is a sample of a family that has escaped, and the gentleman was telling me, his name is Bashir, that he was living in his house, everything was fine, and basically a bombshell just landed in his neighbor's house. Luckily they escaped, no one was injured. However, that fear for his children and his family, which is typical, forced him to flee when the curfew was lifted. He's in this position for the sake of his children. He has to ask people and beg, basically, because his children are hungry and starving in front of his eyes. So this is a very typical situation in case. I'm sure if we go to other families, we'll find exactly the same stories where people left with very little. And I'm in this tent, and I can see a few pots, 3-4 cups, a jug, and a small bag, just something that they've managed to muster and take with them. Other than that, they have nothing. They're sleeping on the hard grass with this very thin plastic sheet and one pillow. And he has 3-4 children.
According to UNHCR, this tragedy speaks of the most drastic displacements ever seen in the world. Even the historic displacement of Rwanda in 1994 is not comparable. The unfortunate Malakand affectees are waiting for our help. The innocent women, children, and the elderly are looking to us to help provide the basic necessities in life, such as food, water, clothing, shelter, and basic health care. Day by day, the influx of IDPs is increasing in makeshift camps. School buildings are becoming the habitat of the displaced. Relatives and locals have opened their homes for the distressed, but for how long can one accommodate the millions of helpless people? This sudden flux of movement is the horror and stark reality in the scorching heat of summer 2009. This can be lessened through the provisions of basic needs and shelter to the deprived. Human Appeal International in this critical situation has been providing them with food, clothes, cooking utensils, beddings and shelter to relieve them from their sufferings.
I'm here with the Human Appeal International today in Maradan, and we're here at one of the high schools in the city of Maradan, where thousands of people, at least estimated today up so far, is 500,000 people have fled Swat Valley and surrounding areas to come as internally displaced people here. Now today we're here with the Human Appeal International, making a distribution point here for the refugees or internally displaced people that have come, and alhamdulillah we've managed to distribute food parcels, oil, other essentials, the item of clothing and some medication for over 150 families around just this district alone.
Human Appeal International has extensive experience in working on health, education, Watson and emergency relief projects since 2002 for the underprivileged. In the major disasters of earthquakes and floods, HAI not only responded immediately in relief, but sustained the affected communities with development work including livelihood and income generation activities, agricultural support, and training programs and self-employment schemes. Now is the time to act and rescue the traumatized women and children, the frail elderly, and the hungry and tired youth. They are looking to us and hoping for salvation and waiting for our help. These are our innocent brothers and sisters who deserve our love and care. We all can make a huge difference by donating generously to this appeal and to assist them to live a respectable life as possible under these difficult times. Let us act now and help the people of this region to start the journey with Human Appeal International on the road to relief and recovery, and to transform the lives of the innocent IDPs through our different projects.
We're here in Mardan, and in Mardan, the majority of the internally displaced people are actually coming here. Now, the latest figures are that within a matter of days, they have at least 350,000 people, and within every single day, afternoon and morning, tens of thousands of people are coming. And as you can see in the background there, this was not here yesterday evening, and this has been put up. And there's a huge patch of ground here, and people are already in the process for pitching up tents to cater for those that are coming in the evening. So this internally displaced people and this crisis is an ongoing crisis, and because of the fact that there's internally displaced refugee camps here, it seems as if this is going to be in the long haul. What we need, again, Human Appeal is here. We've come with a needs assessment team and emergency response team. We've already distributed flour, food parcels, oil, basic essentials and some medication. We're going to run some free health camps, but all this can only be possible, and we can only continue this helping these people with your donation. I mean, at the moment now it is around about 6 o'clock in the evening, and the sun is beating down, and it is at least 35 degrees. So you can imagine living in the tents with no electricity, with no air conditioning, with no fans, with very little food, one portable safe water cabin provided for 50 tents, that the water very quickly runs out. People are thirsty, people are hungry, people are actually living a very difficult life, they're traumatized, so we need to provide these services. Again, I reiterate, we need your generous donations now. Now is the time to act so that we can help these people more.
Together, we can make a huge difference by providing food, clothing, cooking utensils, medicines and healthcare, and the provision of water and sanitation facilities until they are able to travel back to their native lands of peace and harmony. Please act now. Your generous donations can save lives.